Let's bring in our Washington executive editor, Al Hunt. So, Al, how much Republican money are they going to be able to squeeze out of Silicon Valley?
They'll get some, Margaret. In 2008, rather, two-thirds of the high-tech money, much of it in the Valley, went to Democrats. Last time, it was about 63%. They can cut into that a little bit, and it makes sense to do that. Don't forget, Obama was in Texas a week or so ago. That's red territory, and that's why Republicans will go to some blue territory. I think they can make a little bit of a dent. The tech companies themselves would like to diversify their political portfolio a little bit.
Are we going to see Mitch Daniels out there anytime soon?
Well, you may see Mitch Daniels out there sometime soon. If I had to bet, and I wouldn't bet a whole lot, this would be a 52-48. I'll bet that Mitch Daniels gets in, but he's got to do it by the end of the month. Memorial Day, you know what happens on Memorial Day, Margaret? Because I know you never miss it. The Indianapolis 500. You could be in one of those lead race cars and say, I'm in.
Yeah, most of my driving is in the backseat of a taxi these days, Al, living in Manhattan. But let me ask you quickly, you know, we were playing that soundbite earlier from Treasury Secretary Tim Geithner being fairly direct in saying, you know, I'm not weighing in on what Dominique Strauss-Kahn did or did not do, but one thing he can't do right now is run the IMF. How was that received in Washington?
Oh, he's absolutely right, Margaret. Strauss-Kahn is... he's dead, gonzo, sayonara. You use any of the IMF country languages you want to. He cannot survive. He can't come back. Doesn't matter even if things worked out for him up there, which would appear dubious. He is a thoroughly discredited figure, and he's got to get out. The question is, how do you force him out? I'm told the IMF people have not even had access to him over he's in Rikers jail. But the hope is this will be a matter of days rather than weeks before he leaves. And Lipsky is, of course, the acting director. And then hopefully you can begin the process from the IMF's vantage point of picking a new director.
It's interesting because if you read the international media, particularly the French press, there's a certain amount of protection, it seems like, that's felt about him being a French national here in the U.S. and not necessarily being fairly treated. So that's why I wanted to know how people in Washington were feeling about it. Al,
I can't find any sympathy for him down here, Margaret.
No. All right, Al Hunt, thank you very much. Check in with you tomorrow.